Good morning. It is 4:58 Pacific, which means it is 7:58 Eastern, and it's your friend James Shaw. We are back and better than ever inside a pivot shift ahead this morning. Thank you to those of you who are joining us now on Facebook and on YouTube, and thank you to everybody else who's been here listening on the Zoom all day. We had a fun pre-show, so if you're watching the recording on Facebook or YouTube, you missed the pre-show. We did easy and simple Q4 events that you could implement pretty inexpensive. If you're looking to get something in, go find the podcast version wherever you find your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, wherever, and you can listen to all that. Now, on this part of the call today, we're gonna mix it up and have a little bit of fun too. Yesterday, we talked a lot about price. You said that's still a challenge you're having in today's market. We talked a lot about price. And I also though realize that price isn't everything, right? Sure, that price is what's going to get feet in and contracts written, but we want eyeballs on the house too. And fun and creative and purposeful marketing is what gets eyeballs on the house. So we're going to do that now, get some ideas around that, and have a great call today. But before we do that, we have four something goods. We're going to get all four in, but you have to go quick, 15 seconds or less. Cheryl, Diane, Ira, and Nick. Cheryl, you're up first.
Good morning, James. My something good is I got to see you yesterday and be inspired by you and see Alice and Brent. And holy moly, thank you, Alice and Brent, for the cookies and the candied pecans. And just being able to, like I said, be inspired by you, James. You're so brilliant. And it was an awesome, awesome day. So thank you very, very much.
Oh, it was my pleasure. We had so much fun. It was a good time doing the ALC clinic, and it was great to have you come on over for it. I'm glad you made it back home, too. She drove all the way back home yesterday after the ALC clinic. Be well, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Diane, you're next. Good morning.
Thank you so much for doing what you did with this morning. I wasn't expecting that with the different events. So I'm gonna do a sweater thing in December, an ugly sweater contest. But my something good is last year I got the opportunity to go on a mission trip. And I found out this weekend that our church is doing the same mission trip again. So I am thrilled beyond belief to be able to go back to Hope House in Dominican Republic and be with the girls and help them. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to go again.
I love that. I love you're able to do it. Thanks for sharing that with us, too. Ira, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My something good is that my work wife, Tracy Brown, is now on these calls, and she has been coming into the office, and we are both smiling and dialing.
Get it done.
Getting it done.
Get it done to both of you. Good stuff. Nick, you get the last one. Good morning.
Good morning. My something good is that yesterday I signed my most expensive listing to date, and it was thanks to a referral from this group. 2 million.
This is why you got to come to the events, Nick. This is why I chase Nick and say, get your registration for the events, because you got to build those relationships. Nick, I'm so proud of you. Well done getting it done in Miami, the 305. All right, let's get after it this morning. A couple of things to update you on real quick. Yesterday's Wednesday webinar, were you on that? Yesterday's Wednesday webinar, we do them every Wednesday. I have found that that's the best day for a Wednesday webinar, was questions to ask yourself as you reflect on 2025 and prepare for 2026. What worked, what didn't, what's next? And so if you missed it, you can find it on the podcast platforms. You can find it on the YouTube channel. You can find it on the website. You can find it in the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group. It's everywhere. It's a little over 20 minutes. It's a good one to listen to. You don't have to sit and watch it. You can listen to it as you're out and about. And I just posed some questions to you to reflect about 2025 as you prepare for 2026. Inspire members, go in the portal and we put together a worksheet for you so that you can write down some reflection thoughts as you prepare. Because I don't think that we can plan until we review. You'll hear a lot about that. If you're coming to Advance, John Acuff's going to talk about that a little bit. In order to plan, you first have to review. And so I want you to go back and ask these questions about the year. Again, if you missed it, you go to jamesdshaw.com and you can click Agent Interviews, or you can go to the YouTube channel, or you can go to the podcast platforms, go listen to it. I think it'll help you. Now, tomorrow is an exciting day because we're having our annual costume contest. Yes, it is Halloween tomorrow, our annual costume contest. Put in the chat if you're wearing a costume. There are no prizes, but there will be winners. So I hope to see you on our costume contest tomorrow. You got to be on the Zoom for that one. The costume contest didn't play as well on the podcast, y'all. So you got to be on the Zoom if you want to do that. Also next week, we're getting back to the basics. See, I posed into Pivot yesterday. I said that it's your unwillingness to master the basics that's holding you back, not the market. Your unwillingness to master the basics. Well, Ashley Bearden said, James, what are the basics? So I've documented 5 basics. I'm going to give you the list of the basics tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then we're going to go step by step on each basic next week. So I hope you'll join me for that. But today, let's have some fun and let's talk about marketing your listings because, we know price matters. Price is what get feet in and contracts written. But your marketing is what gets eyeballs on it. And I want you to have as many eyes looking at your listing as possible. And so maybe you're doing fun videos or different, I don't know, different fun things and creative things to market the listings. And this is our chance for you to brag about what you're doing and get some ideas so we can learn the play and run the play. So Nicole, you start us off. You're getting fun. Nicole, are you having your best year ever?
Yes, I am, James. Thank you.
What do you attribute that to?
Oh, God. I have like 1,000 things. It's not one thing. A big part of it is my amazing coach, Leah McCann, who I literally worship. Like she's just amazing. But there's been a lot of different things. It's been time, probably my lack of patience and grinding and grit and all those things. But anyway, I want to tell you what I'm
tell
doing.
us about this marketing because you're creative. You come from a marketing background, so you're creative in this stuff. Teach us.
I do. Well, this is actually a little bit of luck too. So, as many of you know, I have a 19-year-old autistic daughter, and she does not like to do anything that I ask her to do. And
Your
I realized
videos with
this.
her are great, FYI.
Thank you. Well, this is what I'm here to talk about. So, Claire, I randomly named her the reluctant assistant at one point, and it has really stuck. And I do different kinds of videos. A lot of them are like house tours with her, and she's just hilarious. And she actually the other day asked to do a house tour, which was very strange. Usually she's like, ugh. But anyway, she gets the highest engagement of everyone. Everyone loves her. They're asking for videos with her. I had a seller ask, can the reluctant assistant do a video at my house? So it's just something little in your life that people get to see. And Claire's out there doing her best, and her incentives are food, and she thinks houses are $5. So she's really a love.
She is so sweet. The videos with her are so great. It's fun to see her shine in those, and I'm sure you've got to enjoy it as a mom too.
Yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. And it's, when she's reluctant, it makes people laugh. And that's, she is who she is.
Leah McCann put in the chat, stay true to you. I mean, is that your advice too? Be authentic, and the way that you get creative is staying true to who you are?
Absolutely. I mean, really this past year, just honing in on the things that put a smile on my face versus doing things that I don't like to do has really just been a game changer for me. And I just love that mentality of just make yourself happy and then that's it.
Really good. Julia Sod and I were just talking about that. She created a video that I posted yesterday of just me being me. And you all love that stuff, and I need more of that. Like the stuff we post should be authentic to who we are and fun at the same time. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Okay,
Jessica,
bye, guys.
I know you've got some good ideas. We're talking today. I'm surprised, by the way, there aren't 800 hands up. Y'all need to get your hands up. Otherwise, it's going to be a short call. But Jessica, I know you've got some good ideas about getting creative in the marketing and the agents that you support and getting eyeballs on those listings.
So I am not creative by nature. I am a left brain engineer spreadsheet person. So I have a system that I then pair with Twilio because Twilio is creative. But I stole a page out of Rocky Mountain Summit. One of the people that were there and R&D'd it. They build a buyer persona. So when they're at the listing, who is going to be the likely ideal buyer? And they've developed their system so much that they can get it within like exactly kind of that thing. And so I went straight to chat, developed a prompt, and it's like, here's the MLS listing, here's the amenities, here's what's around, here's what people in this area do. Tell me who's going to buy this house. And then I take that entire buyer persona and I'm like, okay, now take Tulio's persona if he's a listing agent, or take Chad's persona, because our team members are all vastly different in how they approach life. And it was like, and design me a marketing plan that leads into who they are and what they do and what they'll film and what they'll say. And then we break it out into, is the buyer local? Is the buyer relocating from somewhere else, or is the buyer an investor? And then we do that marketing plan, and I basically throw some scripts at Tulio and say, what do you want to record? What do you want to call? What do you want to say? And then he brings the creativity, but I was very intentional about who we're talking to.
All right, so I got to meet everybody real quick. All right, so you are figuring out who the likely buyer is for this, the avatar for this particular property, and you're kind of organizing it, but then turning it over to Tulio, who then records a video that basically speaks to that person. Did I get that right? That's really good, Jessica. Thank you. That's smart. See, that's how you put systems and creativity on top of each other. It's very smart. Janet, you're next. Good morning.
Wow, Jessica, you're so amazing. Well, here in sunny Daytona Beach area, we have water. And when I have a property that is on a canal, I have paddleboarded in front of the property. I have jumped in pools. You know, you have a concrete block pool home. That's the kind of video that the sellers are going to share on their socials. So I think if you can find something like that they think is quirky, or the time I sang a song about getting warm in the South and it was December and we had a great view, the sellers shared it on their social media and it gave them something fun to do.
That's good. I like that too. Janet, more singing in your videos. Jessica Starr, good morning.
Good morning. I actually had something else to say, but with what Jess said, I'm like, that is such a brilliant idea, using Chat GPT to plug that in there and create a profile on the buyer, then building your videos around it. Like literally, they can give you all the prompts on what you need to say. They could give you an idea on how to set up your video, who to target in the video, the hashtags, the music to use, all the things. It's like a no-brainer. I'm obviously studying AI at a pretty high level, so this is like so brilliant. Marketing should be fun. Like people want to work with people that are fun, and they want to just have a feeling around it. So I think the other thing is stop being so stuffy with it. It's creating a lifestyle and curating an experience. That's really the most important thing when you're doing the marketing. So when you're doing the videos, like anybody can hold a piece of paper. Any real estate agent can have the listing printed out and go, it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath colonial in Simsbury, Connecticut, right? They can read that. But when I do the coming soon videos, I'm like, guys, I would love this house because when I'm cooking dinner in the kitchen, my kids can be doing homework at the table. Somebody else can be watching the World Series play, and doing all the things because of this floor plan. And I can watch somebody else in the backyard throwing a football simultaneously while getting everything done all at once in our chaotic house with 4 kids. You're painting the picture of who's living in the property. So you have to come at it from that perspective. And maybe you don't know who the buyer is, but you might know how your family operates. So sometimes when I'm doing a video, if I can't think of who the buyer is, I speak from my perspective on if I lived in this house, here's how I would use it with my family of 4. And if it's a larger home, it's one of those things like think about how you'd use it personally and why you love the house personally. You can speak from that perspective, right? You're not targeting certain people, but from your own perspective, here's how it goes. So do the videos that way. You do the marketing, you do the door knockers, you do the door hangers, all the flyers, all those things. We do all of that. Like, but just get creative with it because people want to work with people they know, like, love, and trust. And Nicole's stuff with her daughter is so genuine and authentic, and people feel like that's endearing, and that's why they want to work with her.
It's true. Jess, I love all that. It reminds me of like a cooking show. You know how you watch the cooking
Yes.
and they always are telling you some story about something they've done while they're like, it just reminds me of that. And I think it's a really fun
relatable.
way to do it. Yeah. Jessica, thank you so much. What's that lady's name who's always drinking and her husband's out and back in the garden? What's that
Ina
lady?
Garden, my favorite
Ina Garden.
person. I love
Yeah.
Ina Garden. She's my human. I literally went. I'm such a nerd. I went to her book tour. I love her so much.
Yeah. Hey, I met Giada. Terry makes fun of me from when I met Giada. She says I was clammy. But Giada signed my book and put James XO Giada. So someday if Terry gets mad at me, I just remind her, Giada gave me hugs and kisses. So you better
I
watch
have
out.
options.
I have options. Jolie, you're next. Good morning.
Oh my God. First of all, listen to everything that both Jessica said. Jessica Pulling, that was incredible. My tagline is actually helping homes find owners. And because I say I work backwards to find the buyer, I never thought about using AI to do that for me. So I love that.
That's
A
the
little,
call, Jolie. That's the purpose of this call. To get ideas.
I know, so good, but a little gimmicky, but something we did during the recession. You know how back in the olden days when you'd open a new bank account, they give you a free toaster.
Uh-huh.
So we put that rider on the signs, free toaster with purchase, and it got phone calls. So just a little gimmicky, but then we did like free pizza party, free taco party, whatever, just kind of to get the phone calls in. And then something else that we did that on the sign, we would do a custom sign per listing. So if it was on the water or if there was an incredible backyard or whatever the feature was, we'd put that picture on the actual sign. We had a local sign company that would just make vinyl stickers for us so that way we could reuse the same metal sign and just put the sticker over top.
Free tacos. Free tacos. That's what I want on my sign. Thank you, Jilly. Rico, good morning.
Good morning. It's Thankful Thursday. We're gonna have a big day today. So check me out. So I actually love what that lady with the first started off was saying with ChatGPT. So I do a similar to that, but I pretty much ask ChatGPT, what are buyers searching nowadays and what are the hot topics? And then when they search that, I just make that as my caption. So like, for example, what's the reason not to move to Columbia or something like that, where I am? And it makes more people click on it. Pictures are good, virtual tours are good, but when you're in person and you just be authentic, I get the most hits on those videos. And about 90% of the time, I actually find buyers for my own listing. So that's what works for me. I just utilize ChatGPT, and then the videographer that I use to take pictures makes the videos and he makes them fun. If you don't want to spend that much money, you can make a regular video and upload it to Fiverr. And there's a guy from India or wherever they usually are. They will make them for you and just ask them to make a thumbprint with it. And you will get a lot more hits like that also. That's a cheaper way to do it. It's only about 10, 15 bucks. Hiring a videographer.
Tell me about what goes in. Give me an example of what's in a video.
So videos are pretty, okay, so like I have a condo that's, we don't have condos a lot here in Columbia. We in the country. So I have a condo that's on the lake that has 3 lakes. So the way that I started off the video was just fishing in the pond. And then I thought of fish hook away and say, if you enjoy fishing or kayaking, this is the spot for you. And then I go inside the property and then I show them what the property shows and what they have. So I show a fun feature about the house or something that I choose that's fun. I have another house that's in the country and it has a fire pit in the back where you can sit and do marshmallows. So I turned the fire pit on, let the fire and sit there, and I started rubbing my hands like it's cold outside. And then that's how I started off. Then I go inside the property. So it's just something to catch their attention and give them a hook to get to look at the video. Because remember, people's attention short span is low. So the video has to be under a minute if you want the most amount of hits. And that's what worked for me. When they're under a minute, max I usually do is 3 minutes. That's the max. But those videos go to YouTube.
That's great. You can have your photographer edit them, or you found a guy on Fiverr that'll do it too. It's a good resource. Thank you, Rico. Appreciate it. Eric, did you see Eric in the chat? He said, buy this house, get a year of free pizza. Eric, it cost you $500 to give me a year of free pizza?
Yeah, if you figured out $10 a week, it's about $500, and I mean you pay more than that for home warranties. But I even have a writer on my sign: free pizza for a year if you buy this house.
That is so fun. This is so fun. We're just having fun this morning is what we're doing. Eric, thank you so much. Janine Garcia, good morning to you, Janine. Janine is gone. Deb Morris, good morning.
Sorry,
Oh, there's
sorry.
Janine.
My
Go ahead,
apologies. Yeah, so I do the videos, but first I start with the remarks, and I ask ChatGPT about not just the lifestyle, but how the SEO. And it's very important for me to use the words that will help us get all the eyes possible when we put not coming soon, but like the listing. And the videos are about the area. So it's the school. I go to Lake Braddock High School. Then I go to the VRE, which is the train station, then the restaurant, then just the sign on the corner of the house, Kings Park and Yorkshire. And then I don't do much anymore about the house, because I'll just go like this and I say the house is right there, the link, click the link. But I do the lifestyle and the area. all the things that they can get. And I talk about, now I found out that it's more important to talk about the county than just the either subdivision or the city, the county, because people are looking for, in Fairfax County in particular, when they are doing their searches, buyers are looking for that. And I check all, and I use the words that ChatGPT is giving you on the lifestyle. So if I say pet lovers, I mean, I don't have any pets, but I say pet lovers because pet lovers will be looking for that. Schools, Fairfax County. And so I just purposely use the words in my videos that ChatGPT has given me that will have high ranking SEO.
I love it. That's good stuff. This has been really good. All right, Deb, I called on you and then I got Janine in, but I'm going to get you in and then we got to kick it. So Deb, give us your marketing idea real quick.
Hey, no problem. I put in the chat there saying, just have fun with it. I had a unique house, which had a koi pond in the front. And I said, hey, come look at these friends. These are your neighbors. And hey, you got to check out what's inside. And then I go up to the gym and I'd be struggling on there. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you got to work out. So you just have fun with all the unique items of that house and what the person will like in that house if it's unique. And then I didn't put in the chat the fact that I did on my other listing, I interviewed the seller. What did you like about this house when you bought it? And she really wanted to share about all the different things that she ended up enjoying and what attracted her to the house. And she goes, I hope you like some of the things that I liked when I bought my house. And so those are the 2 points I wanted to say. Thanks for
That's all good stuff. All good stuff and great stuff in the chat too. Good news is the chat gets uploaded every day inside the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group if you want some more ideas. But we just wanted some fun this morning. You know, these creative ways to market your listings is what brings more leads to you. As Nicole started things off at the top, she has people picking her to list the house because of what she's doing. And then you're getting buyer leads from it too. The whole point is to create more leads. Now tomorrow, remember, we're back and better than ever. We have our annual Halloween costume contest, no prizes, just pride. And then next week, it's our 5 basics. I'm going to give you all 5 basics tomorrow, and then we'll go each one day next week and talk about the basics because that's ultimately what determines whether or not you win or lose. Thanks for being here today. I love you. I'm heading home shortly. You got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, James.